Should you buy Bitcoin? Okay, guys, in this video, we're going to talk about Bitcoin now. So we're going to transition a little bit from stocks into crypto simply because taking a look at this Bitcoin chart here, Bitcoin appears like it is starting to break out. So there was some major news posted last weekend. Michael Saylor, CEO of MicroStrategy, one of the Bitcoin stocks that I am actually currently holding, has been doing really well. He went on and basically did a keynote webinar for around 1,400 corporations, kind of pitching them on the benefits of adding Bitcoin to their company balance sheet. So I think that's one of the reasons why Bitcoin has been absolutely soaring off of this low. And in this video, we're going to talk about whether you should buy it now and some future price prediction. Before I get into the video, guys, I want to tell you about Coinbase. That is my preferred cryptocurrency wallet. It's super secure. It's the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the United States with over 35 million accounts. And if you guys sign up for Coinbase using the link in the description below, we both get $10 free in Bitcoin. So just be sure to check out that, guys, if you're looking for a trusted Bitcoin wallet. Okay, so let's take a look at this chart here. So we're taking a look at the 6-month chart. And we can see here that Bitcoin is up over 270% over the last 6 months. So the long-term trend for Bitcoin is basically going up. And one of the reasons why is that there's scarcity. So as of right now, there's only like 18.5 million Bitcoins in circulation with a total max supply of around 21 million. So Bitcoin has scarcity built in to it by nature. And one of the reasons why it's by design that Bitcoin has scarcity is simply because Bitcoin was basically created as a response to the financial collapse where these hedge funds and people on Wall Street were using derivatives and all of these, dilutable assets that they can just simply, print and issue to their customers and things like that. The same thing with fiat money. They can simply print as much as they want of it and issue it. So one of the things about Bitcoin is that it has scarcity built in. So the second thing that Bitcoin has that makes it useful to buy is simply because Bitcoin is easily transferable. So it's fungible, meaning if I give you a Bitcoin and you give me a Bitcoin, it's the same thing. And it makes for a great store of value. So let's say you were to transfer $1 million worth of gold, from, across the world. It's kind of heavy, it's difficult to track. And also there's really no way to kind of stamp the gold as yours. There's no way to say, hey, this is my gold, whereas it could be your friends or anyone's. So Bitcoin has a lot of these nice properties that give it, this rare, easy to transfer, and using blockchain and things like that in your own, let's say you have a private crypto wallet through Coinbase, that cryptocurrency is yours. It's safe and secure. Coinbase stores it offline, so it's not online, so hackers can get into it and things like that. Your account's protected with a lot of security. And, whether you use Coinbase right now or 10 years from now, your cryptocurrency is always going to be there, useful to you. You can use it to buy things, you can sell it, or you can trade it to other cryptocurrencies or even into cash as well. So it makes for an excellent store of value. So if we take a look here, we can see here that Bitcoin trades just like any other asset or thing of value. You can track this using this charting software called TradingView, but you can track this at Coinbase or even Robinhood or Webull or any stock trading app that has Bitcoin as well. You'll see the price. So what I'm taking a look at here is that Bitcoin kind of broke out and it's kind of has the cup and handle pattern. So as you can see here, previously back in January, there was a nice high of around $40,000. And right now it looks like the price has passed this high, so it could be breaking out to around $45,000, $50,000, even $60,000 per Bitcoin. And obviously a lot of people are thinking, is it too late to buy Bitcoin? Guys, be sure to check out the articles I listed in the description below. I wrote a few articles on my website about, is it too late to buy Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin a bubble? If you're looking for some more in-depth information, be sure to check those out. But I still think we're basically in the first inning of Bitcoin. And the reason is there's a lot of Bitcoin experts saying that Bitcoin could go to even $1 million or more. So I'm going to show you this tweet on Twitter by a guy named Da Vinci Jeremy. He's one of the early Bitcoin adopters. He said from March 2011 to November 2013, I went from 3K in Bitcoin to a millionaire. And he says just today, 50 Ethereum or 1 Bitcoin make you a millionaire in 1 year. So this tweet was posted in February of this year. And he says by the end of this year, just having one Bitcoin will make you a millionaire. So, you know, in the past, you know, when it comes to things like Bitcoin and stuff like that, I was pretty, you know, I didn't really know much about it. And the more and more I learn about it, the more and more I realize that Bitcoin has the potential to reach $1 million perhaps by the end of the year, simply just based on its scarcity and the fact that there's a lack of limited supply. So one of the interesting things about Bitcoin is that apparently the majority of Bitcoins are illiquid, meaning that people aren't really trading them. They're basically hoarding them like they would gold. And that's one of the reasons why gold is so much more expensive than silver, because people hoard gold, but they use silver for industrial reasons. They're silvering your cell phone, silvering computers. You know, there's a lot of different uses for silver, but when people get gold, they hoard gold. So that apparently is one of the reasons why I think Bitcoin is a strong buy. So me personally, you know, in the past, I would just ignore it. And many financial experts, like people like Warren Buffett and things like that, say Bitcoin, you know, is a bubble. Bitcoin's a scam. It doesn't really earn anything. But times are changing now. So what gives Bitcoin a lot of value is simply the fact that, you know, it's basically digital gold. It's just a way to store a ton of money safely and securely without having to carry heavy gold all over the place or worry about theft and things like that. It serves a function, and it solves a major problem. So in the past, really rich people, you know, had a ton of gold and they would store their gold in their vaults and things like that. But nowadays, rich people, instead of storing a ton of gold in their vault, they're simply storing Bitcoin. So basically, it's the same story over and over again. It's just that the tools have changed. So instead of storing a ton of gold, they're storing a ton of Bitcoin. So that's why I think it's a good time to buy Bitcoin. It was a better time to buy Bitcoin, obviously, when it was 10,000 or when it was 3,000 or it was even 300 years ago. But, you know, this is one of the things where you don't want to miss out. I mean, how many opportunities do you have to basically spend maybe $40,000 or even $50,000 on Bitcoin, and by the end of the year, you know, become a potential millionaire? That's basically a ridiculous return on investment. That's basically over 20x return on your investment, 25x return on your investment. So, you know, you're not going to find a lot of these opportunities in the stock market unless you hit some penny stock or an OTC stock that's trading really cheaply. But let's say you buy a stock like Walmart, you know, there's basically no chance of this stock basically giving you 25x in a year. You're just going to get your dividend and then slow, steady, like 10%, 12% growth. But with Bitcoin, there's the ability for exponential returns. And the fact is that it's a great store of value, guys. So I use Bitcoin as a secondary emergency fund. It's there when I need it, and it grows on its own. It's not like, you know, fiat money, which just sits there and doesn't really earn you anything. You know, interest rates are basically zero. In fact, you're losing money because inflation's like 2 or 3%, and your interest in your bank and checking account is like not even barely above 1%. Even if you use a high yield savings account, it's still under like 1%. So, you know, Bitcoin is definitely an excellent buy, I think. And I think a lot more people are going to be more aware of Bitcoin in the second half of this year. I still think it's an early stage of the process. A lot of people aren't really aware of its potential, but I think it's an excellent buy, guys. So, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to be making more cryptocurrency videos on this channel. I think cryptocurrency, especially Bitcoin, I think it deserves a place in every investment portfolio. Me personally, I don't have a ton of money in Bitcoin. It's probably just makes up just less than 5% of my portfolio, but I have it there, and I'm looking to add more of it in the future. I really like the fact that it's new, it's different, and, you know, with something that, you know, is new and different, a lot of people aren't really aware of it. That's the best time to get into it. So, you know, if Bitcoin reaches $1 million, it's going to be a household name, and by that time, the price will have ran up so much. But the people that are getting in early, they're going to make a lot of money. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Please smash the like button if you enjoy my content, and subscribe for more videos on cryptocurrency, stocks, and things like that. We talk about investing on this channel. Guys, take care.